With people dealing with the pandemic and whatnot, financial situations have changed. So the one thing that I always tell people is I think that the construct, honestly, of a gym is one that we choose to put ourselves in. There are people that have garage gyms, like myself. And sometimes I'm going to use myself. Sometimes I would say, you know what? I need to be in the gym in order to have a good workout. That's because I really don't want to do some of the things that it takes to work inside my garage gym. I want to do some of the nicer looking things. I want to go into a place. I want to be in a different mindset. But when it comes down to it, you don't need a gym and you don't need to spend any money. You just need to find a way to move. A lot of times what I'll speak to people about is, hey, listen, what can you do? Can you walk? Can you just go for starting your day with a 5 or 10 minute walk? And then can you end your day with a 10-minute walk? Can you take some of your meetings on the phone actually with you? Maybe your neighborhood's quiet enough, maybe it's not, but can you do some of those and actually go for a walk? Can you walk around your house while you take your calls? That's what I do all the time. You'll just see me kind of snaking in and out of rooms and around tables and whatnot. And it's what are you doing? But I'm just trying to move. It's so simple, right? We want to do all these super complex movements and we want to do all these super upscale things, but really all you need to do is to just simply get your heart rate up and to just move in a manner that's going to challenge yourself. And if you do that on what we call a progressive increase, which would basically be saying, hey, maybe this week I'm going to walk for 5 minutes in the morning, I'm going to walk for 20 minutes in the middle of the day, I'm going to walk for 5 minutes in the evening, and I'm going to do some type of calisthenics, body weight movements for 10 minutes. And then every couple weeks you add on maybe another minute onto all those, or 2 minutes. Next thing you know, in 2 or 3 months, you're doing almost, double the capacity that you were before, and you'll find that you're getting some really great results without having to have access to a gym. The Power 5 are basically 5 things, and I would say that for anyone listening to this, you probably want to do this for both your finances and for your fitness. So in that Power 5, I'm going to write down 5 things, 5 habits that I want to develop, okay? And every day, I'm going to write them down again. And again, I would suggest doing this for your finances and for your fitness. 5 things that I want to do, and that might be going through my budget, saying my financial affirmations. It might be doing research, education, right? Either speaking to a professional or doing market research, or it might be you saying that you want to examine your credit report, right? These are just things that you want to do consistently every day. Now there's so much more of an emphasis, and I love it, on there's a connection between being able to perform better in your finances and better in your business when you are taking better care of your health. So there's a direct correlation. You can't have one area of your life in the gutter and you can't have another area of your life just absolutely soaring away, right? It's the same when it's reversed. Your health being crappy, like we said, it's not going to help you anymore with what you're trying to do. It's actually going to deter from it. I think it's very, very interesting because I do feel like accountability is a huge thing. One thing that I've found with my clients is that it is extremely important for them to have someone just to connect with or someone to keep them accountable. For example, almost every coach that trainer that they have a coach and they have a trainer. So it's amazing to me when people think that you can just get these results. They're like, I don't know why I'm not getting this, and I don't know why I'm not. I'm like, well, that's not your go-to. That's not your expertise. And maybe you just need someone to give you direction, give you a real plan, right? When I work with my clients, so we lay out 12-week plans. Hey, based on your goal, these are the different potential options that we're going to go based off of the response of your body. Vice versa in your finances, you have to have a plan and know, hey, listen, this is what we're going to be doing over the next 6 to 12 months, and based off of how these certain things go, these are our plans. So I believe that accountability is probably one of the biggest things. If someone's struggling in their finances or in their fitness, you've got to, again, I mentioned this in one of the other questions, seek out a multitude of mentors and apps like those, seeking out professionals inside of the financial community. Those are huge things that can allow you to have that mentorship that develops you. And I guess the last thing I would say on that is you're not trying to have this trajectory that is like peaks and valleys, right? There are going to be those, right? In finances, in investments, in health and fitness, in life, right? There's no difference between life, finances, and they're all the same. They all are going to have those peaks and valleys. But what if you could just kind of streamline that a little bit more so you were more on this steady path going up? You might have a couple valleys in there, but more than likely, more than not, your trajectory is just straight up. And that's what I think that some of these cool apps, and that's why, I invest in financial investments, and having someone to mentor me inside of that space.